in my haste to come out and do this video, somebody, in their haste to come out and do this video, somebody forgot something and now they feel a little bit naked. There have been a few people saying to me in the comments that they're getting back into freestyle after 20 years or so, and they've got to be careful because they're not as young as they used to be. And oddly enough, one of my colleagues in the place where I take photographs for was big in the flatland scene back in the 80s here in Melbourne. And he was saying he hasn't ridden for 30 years and his body just doesn't work anymore. His back's sore, and I completely understand because I've been managing my back injury for 15 years, no, longer than that, 18, for almost 19 years now. And so I've got it. There are a few things that I do personally because my back's pretty bad, and when I did this, I was able to watch a They Might Be Giants concert and stand there for 3.5 hours and not have a sore back. So this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to talk about a few of the things that I do that help me. Again, always do what you want, and this is not this is not legal advice. This is not health professional advice because I'm not a health professional in any way. However, I have seen a lot of health professionals and I've taken the best bits out of a lot of them. And there is one particular physio here in Melbourne. It's like, you shouldn't do that. But seeing as you're going to, this is what you need to do in order to be able to do what you're going to do. So he's been really helpful. That's Dr. David Munro. If you see him, tell him that I said hello. So these are a few things that I do. I pretty much guarantee anyone who's my age or around my age probably has a bad back. And there are a few things that you can do that will make, or I think will make a difference. So one of them is these bits here. They get really tight, and when they get really tight, they make you stand like this, and that puts all the pressure on your lower back. So it's about stretching out these, and it's also about stretching out these and this. So of course, and also in the circus, you want to be as strong, you want to be strong, but you also want to be flexible, and you're a lot more stronger if you are more flexible. My understanding is your muscles have the full range of movement. So when you're doing chin-ups, I would encourage you to go all the way to straight arms rather than to, even though it feels like you want to stop there and go back up again, go all that way. So when you come back up, you're doing that full range of movement. After I've done a bit of a warm-up, I will stretch out, I'll stretch out my hip flexors in a couple of different ways. One of them is just a lunge, but because I'm old, I'll start out with my knee on the ground and then just pushing my hips forward, just pushing them forward, and I can feel a big stretch down here, and I'll hold that. 20 cat and dogs is a good length of time to hold it. So 1 cat and dog, 2 cat and dog, 19 cat and dog, 20 cat and dog. Then I do it on the other side. And what I'll also do is from here, I'll straighten my front leg, pull my toes up because that hurts more, and try and go down as far as I can, and do the same thing for 20 cat and dogs. 1 cat and dog, 2 cat. And then I'll swap sides and do the same thing, that side, and then that side. And of course it will hurt, but you want to, when I'm teaching all the kids to do circus tricks, I always explain, yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable, however, it shouldn't be intolerable. So yes, it will be painful. If it's too painful, pull back a bit, but it should be uncomfortable, but you should be able to hold it. And then you'll relax a little bit, and if you remember to, you can go down a little bit further and go, oh, okay, that's cool, didn't know I could do that. So it's uncomfortable, but you should be able to hold it. It shouldn't be a bad pain. There are different types of pain. There's like the, like you're getting massage, a good pain. And then there's like the, stop. That's the bad pain. We don't want bad pain. Okay, so once you've done that on your knee, what I then do is go a bit further forwards. So I bring my front foot out. You've got a front foot, you've got a back foot. And I always say you don't want your knee to go over your ankle. And just see if you can go down lower here. Keep your chest up, so you want that stretch going all the way around. Because ideally, you don't want that to go in and then out again. You want it to be one smooth line, but I'm old and fat, and so I've just got to work on that. And I actually hold this for 60 seconds, but if you're starting off, just hold it for 10 cat and dogs or 20 cat and dogs. And then, ow, ow, ow. Do the same thing, leaning forwards again there. And then the other side, of course. Leaning forwards. And then pull it back, straight leg. So start off with 10 cat and dogs, move on to 20 cat and dogs, 30 cat and dogs, then a minute, 60 cat and dogs. And the other one I'll do is I'll stand with my feet apart, because this is a little bit easier on your back to stand with your feet apart, because this is quite intense as well. And just falling forwards. And what I generally do is get my puppy dog and he'll come and stand, and I'll pick him up and I'll use his weight to pull me forwards. But if you don't have a puppy dog, you can use your kids, or if you've got those 2-litre bottles of milk or orange juice or something, or just a big bucket of water, just hold that and just hold it there. And you might not be able to go this far. I've been doing this when I started doing acrobatics when I was 24, 25. I couldn't touch my toes at all. And just hold it there. Keep your legs straight, really keep your legs straight. And just relax if you can, it'll hurt. And eventually it'll get better and stretch out your back. If you're doing this for the first time, take it really easy, because if you're not used to it, it's quite intense. So take it easy. Do it every couple of days, 3 times a week's good. And just take it easy, but it's a long process. We're talking months, 6 months, 12 months kind of thing. Within a few months, you should be noticing a difference, but you've got to keep doing it consistently, like everything, to make it all work. And you can cross your arms and make figure 8s with your elbows. But the idea is keeping your legs straight. Whatever happens, keep your legs straight. And you might have seen me do particular things to try and get up on the handlebars. That always helps. And it's a combination of those things that has helped me manage my back, because I was doing stuff in the circus with no technique and no training. It's amazing what pressure will make you do in the middle of a season, in the middle of a big city like New York. Consequently, my back's shot. So other things you can do that I find really helpful is to stretch out your glutes, your bottom, and that's things like sitting down, cross your legs, and try and lean forwards. Try and relax and lean forwards. And again, hold that for 10 cat and dogs or 20 cat and dogs, whatever you can. Just, again, take it easy. If you're not familiar with this, take it easy, because if your body's not used to doing something and you go for it, then your body's just going to wig out and just go, no, I don't think so. And that's it, you're not riding for a month. So it's always just gentle, subtle, gentle. And then of course swap your legs over. And those people where it's snowing and you've got to wear a few jackets if you go outside, you can do this while you're not riding. And of course you want to balance everything out with strength, so you can do your squats. Make sure you go all the way down, that's important, go all the way down. Try and keep your feet flat on the floor and come back up. You can do your push-ups, and when you're doing your push-ups, keep your elbows in by your side. So you're not doing your push-ups, elbows going out, elbows in, like that. So elbows by your side, go all the way down, all the way up. Go. So you're not going out to the side like that. Elbows by your side. And of course, you've got your sit-ups. So you can go all the way down and up.
Exercise ring closed.
Thanks, Siri. You can do those things. And when you're doing this, try and pull the arch of your back down onto the ground so you can't slide anything under there because your back's nice and flat. And then there's, or just bringing your knees to your chest. And if you're like me, there's a big stomach in the way. There are a few things that I do that keep my back in check. If you try them, take it easy and it'll make a difference for you. And hopefully that means you can get out on your bike more and do all the tricks again. Awesome. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for all the comments and all the subscribers. It's just amazing. It's such an awesome community to be a part of. Okay, now go out and ride.